It's funny about people, majority of the people on this planet is like really negative. It doesn't, the abilities that I have doesn't work on negative people. Really, it's like, if you're negative 17% or below, it doesn't work on you. It will never work on you, because you're so fucking caught up by this madness that we live in. Because I was caught up by this madness. I was like negative 21%, for 7 years. I was above negative 21% for 7 years. Then, for me, it's kind of weird. Because for me, like I said, I isolated myself for 7 years, questioning everything. I mean, I question every fucking thing on this fucking planet, you know, whether you believe it or not. You got the Illuminatis, you got the aliens. They do the same exact thing that what I do. They do exactly the same thing as what I do. The aliens do exactly the same thing as what I do. They have the same abilities. They have the same thing. And I live on a planet full of fucking idiots, you know, which, there's, for me being negative, you know, negative 21, 22%, for majority of all my life, it's like, now all of a sudden, I didn't believe in this shit at first. For me, it's kind of weird. I didn't believe in this shit. I didn't believe in Essex. I was kind of against Essex, the way I believed in. I used to be with Destiny. I mean, I wasn't with Destiny. I was observing Destiny on how they do things and all that stuff, but they kept on persuading me to go in with them, Then I kind of like became anonymous. I liked anonymous. On and their perspective on their way of being against the system. I like them. And then now all of a sudden, for me it's kind of weird. All of a sudden, Essex came out of the blue for me, and it's like when I first saw him, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure when I first saw him, and then the reality. I always question what is real. In this reality, we're just slaves. We don't have nothing. These bodies right here, you're like switched off. That's all you are. You're switched off, and all you believe is the money. The money creates the most negative on this fucking planet. Money. It suppresses you, and then and it creates your own reality. And I question the people who believe that this reality is what this reality is. Everyone creates their own hell in this reality, creating their own negativity. I noticed that a lot. How people are is how they create their own hell, and they believe it's ingrained in them. They believe it's part of them. It's like that's bullshit. It's brainwashed bullshit, and people believe that's it. They were born with it, which is bullshit too. And I found out. I realized how many lies I had. I kind of woke up and I could see the lies that I had. I saw a glimpse of a couple lives I had with the help of my friends, with the help of Ruth especially. She kind of woke me up and saw things that I never saw. I saw myself as a Cherokee, it's funny about Cherokees, about Native people. They believe in stones, the Native people, they believe in stones like this. The Native people, if you notice that, they believe in stones, and they believe that they are energy and all that stuff. And then You got these fucking fools that believe that they believe in this economy that we live in, and they so trust into it. That's why they're suppressed, and they think this is magic and all that stuff. But these stones right here, this stone right here, is like a recorder. It's older than you, and it records history. If you look into it, if you look into it, that's what these things are. These are like recorders. Certain stones help people. I mean, certain stones can help people. Certain stones can fucking enhance us. And certain stones, can protect us and all that shit. And only people that don't believe is the science. The science is very, it's funny about scientists, and religious people. It's like they're just about the same. Science and religion, they're exactly the same. Only thing about science is they hide shit they don't want to know. Majority of all the ancient stuff are made out of stones. If you notice that, the pyramids are made out of stones that create energy. The pyramid is pure stone made out of energy, and you notice they don't use mortar like we do. So they talk about how primitive we are as a human being. We're so primitive as a human being that you look at these ancient sites, built out of stone, because stone is energy at itself. Those pyramids out there, those are powerful energy within those stones. There's a lot of power in those energy. Magic, he's funny. He's talk about magic, right? Illuminati, they use magic all the time. The Vatican, they use magic all the time. It's funny is that sometimes when you look at magicians on your TV show and you wonder, where did they learn that? You think it's real or fake? We live in two different. There's a world that I know, the metaphysical world, because the aliens use the metaphysical world. That's how, it's funny about the other side. Human beings are so weak. Human beings' weakness is not knowing the other side. Human beings' weakness is when they sleep. Because you can manipulate people when you're sleeping. You can manipulate people with their minds. It's funny. Magic is being used right now. TV. MK Ultra. Mind control. You talk about magic. MK Ultra, mind control is happening right now as we speak. When you watch that TV, when you watch politics, when you listen to the certain words, repeating words, like I told you. Repeating words. That's how you control people, That's kind of like, that's how you control the fucking herd, And you think you're not being, you think magic is not affecting you, but it is. You think you're programmed the way you're programmed? You believe that you're programmed the way you're programmed. You think it's ingrained into you. You're a fucking idiot to believe that it's ingrained into you, but it's not really. You could be deprogrammed. It shows you how fucking an idiot you are. Religion is the best magic they ever done on to the people. Knowing the Bible. The Bible itself is like a fucking spell book if you think about it. It creates the negativity in this fucking world. It creates the wars. That's why people always go. That's why people are for wars, for violence, for shooting, for having guns and all that stuff. You wonder how people are controlled. Just by look at the Bible. It's a spell. I mean, people are so obsessed with believing the word God, you know? You gotta understand that. People are so obsessed believing the word God and believing the, you know, God is a word, a spell word to me. That's how I look at it. I look at God as a spell word to control the minds of the sheep. You know, how do you control the sheep? By belief. By belief and by programming. You know, programming, you know? Bullshit about being ingrained into you because I noticed that most people are so addicted to their program. You know, they're so addicted to their program, and they make create their own fucking misery on the inside. That's how I created my own misery when I was angry. You know, I created my own misery when I was angry, and I felt it was. I noticed it was something was fucking with me. You know, I've been fucked with by aliens, you know? Aliens know magic, you know? Aliens do know magic, you know? Magic and technology, you know? And you believe I'm fucking crazy. Hell, reptilians, right? They have a technology where they can disguise themselves to look like they're human. Like a 3D graphic. It's a technology. They can do that, you know? And some can do, I don't know, they can do other things too, you know, that we cannot do, and we look at it like it's magic, you know. Technology, you know, technology. Our technology is nothing, you know. And I wonder, you know, I look at people with political views and how the left and the right. You know what's funny about people with political views with left and right? They're controlled by magic because they're creating their own chaos against themselves and their beliefs against what they believe and their rights and all that bullshit. This is really fucking bullshit, you know, to believe in politics. Because you're already under their spell, you know? You're under their spell because you believe in greed and you believe that money is real, you know? You believe money is real? You believe the economy is fucking real? Well, look at that. It's magic. You know, the magic to manipulate your fucking mind to believe that the economy is fucking real, you know? You know, it's like we humans, we love to create our own misery in each life, you know? Our fears. You look at fear. Where did that come from? You know, where did your fears come from? Now, I'm asking you that right now. Where did your fears come from? You know? Where did your fucking Where did your hell come from? It just didn't come here. You're born here, and then all of a sudden you start creating your own fucking hell. You know? Your hell started from the day you were born. And then as you grow up, your hell just started. You know? And it's ingrained into you from the day you were born. You know? It's like, for me, people say everything is preordained. You chose your hell. You chose to believe in this fucking reality. You chose to be in your own hell, you know? I chose. For me, I'd rather be a fucking crazy fuck than be a fucking normal fuck like you know? That believes in this so-called reality that we live in. Because I questioned our reality. I question you who's watching me, you know? I think you're a fucking crazy fuck. That's what I think you are. You think I'm crazy fuck. You're the craziest motherfucker that thinks everything is in green, is part of your fucking brain, is always been this way, which is bullshit. You're a fucking brainwashed motherfucker that's so fucking stupid. They can't believe that, you know, you're not being controlled, but you are. I am. I know I'm controlled. You know, I'm controlled. I mean, I'm very controlled. You know, but I'm aware of what's going on. You know, I'm aware. I've been to the other side for a little bit. You know, I know what it's like. You know, actually, I feel like I've been to the other side millions of times. Yeah, I had over a millions of lives. You know, I had millions of lives, and you believe in one life. That's bullshit. Because when you die, when you commit suicide, whatever you do, you're gonna come back as another person, and then all of a sudden your memory is gonna be erased. You know, you're gonna be a different person, and memory's gonna be erased. Yeah, that's the way it works. You know, you're gonna start the fuck all over, live in your own fucking hell, and repeat it again. If you're lucky. You know, I found out that I have a couple lives that were great. I had kids. You know, I found out I wasn't. You know, with Ruth helping me, showing me this alien being that used to be a bluish green alien being. That was a really good life. You know, I had a really good life on at least some of my lives. I had some good lives. You know, but majority of all my lives have been abuse, just like right now. I mean, I'm fucking sick of the shit that I'm living right now. You know, I don't give a fuck about your so-called reality. You know, I question your reality. So in here, you know, what's inside you has everything. What's inside this here, right here, you know, what's running this thing, this carcass or whatever you want to call it, this water body, whatever it is, to the Illuminati, it's a water bag. You know, basically it's flesh full of water, you know. This thing comes and goes, It goes back into the earth, you know, where it belongs. This is Earth, you know, and it's inside you. There's a little tiny little light, and you call that, and you wonder about that little light, that thing that's inside you, you know. You're like this small, you know. You're like this small, and you're running this whole fucking body, you know. And the body, to me, is like a program, you know. It's like I can talk, I can think, you know. The body is the Earth. The mind comes from the planet. You talk about magic, you know. Talk about this body here, you know. How are you functioning, you know? How do you think you're functioning, you know? I always ask that question myself: is how do you think you're functioning, you know? Because when I feel energy, called magic, you know, when I feel energy, you know, I feel goosebumps, and you call that magic, you know. For me, magic. I feel goosebumps. I feel energy. Energy is everywhere. Energy is constant. Energy is like magic. Energy is constant. There's no end to energy. You know? Oh yeah, programs, they can be erased. Because that's all you are. Once you're in this body, you're programmed, you know? And you believe that you're programmed the way you're programmed. You know, it just fucking, you people are just fucking idiots. Right now, I feel energy right now. I feel energy all around me. I see energy from the corner of my fucking eyes. I see things floating from the corner. If you look at the corner of your eyes, you're actually seeing something that you can't understand. I'm not afraid. You know, I had visitors coming here to see me. I had visitors coming here to see me. And they put this thing on my left hand, you know. They put this thing on my left hand. And I felt the energy from it. And then one thing that was weird about it is like, when I drove through Colombia, I saw gold. I saw energy. Energy has different colors sometimes. You know, what I saw gold and I saw that flying saucer. And this hand somehow went crazy all over. I mean, it went crazy. I had voices come into my head saying names. You know, I have visitors. And I welcome them. I welcome these visitors, you know? I don't care if they're good or bad. You can't see them. But you can feel their energy. You can feel their fucking energy. You know, I seen aliens for the first time, you know? Cuz the way the aliens look at us, they look at us through here. Or close your eyes through here. You know, I seen aliens that look like they dress up just like Star Trek. I can't believe that myself, but it's like it was fascinating just to see it. You know, I seen aliens. It's like it's watching and they were so friendly as hell. I loved when I saw those aliens. They were friendly. Right now, my pineal's just going off. I think they're listening to me right now because I'm speaking out, and it feels really good. Right now is a good vibe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling them right now. Yeah. Some of these aliens, they're very friendly. You know, the ones I've met, the ones I've seen, you know, I kind of enjoy it. I enjoy seeing them. You know, I enjoy knowing that they exist. I'm feeling them right now. My energy on my legs are going crazy right now. I feel the pain, you know. I think they're listening to me talk right now. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I see one. Trying to describe it, what it's like. Really friendly. Close my eyes a little bit. I feel the energy. I feel kind of heart energy right now. Oh yeah. I feel, yeah, it's the alien. I feel, yeah, it's them watching me. Looks like a tall white. I know. No, it's not tall white. It's human. It's a humanoid. Bald head. Smiling at me. Yeah, they watched me, and I'm so glad they are watching me. You know, I'm so glad they are watching me. And what they what they can do, I can do just like they can do. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy for them. You know, I'm happy to know that they are here watching me. You know, they know magic. The aliens, they knew magic. You're just too damn fucking ignorant and stupid to believe your society, that you believe that you don't, you, you think you have abilities within inside you. But if you're too negative, if you're if you're below 17% negative, I can't crank you up, you know? I can't crank you up if you're below 17% negative, you know? I know one person right now. Her name begins with an A, and she's pretty fucking negative. I couldn't even do anything for her. You know, she's way too negative. I thought about cranking her up, you know? I thought about opening her up and let her see what I see. But she's too damn negative. It won't even work on her. She's so fucking, I don't know, you know? Just like my one friend I tried to crank up down in Texas. He's 37% negative. And I thought I did it. I thought it worked, but it didn't work because my friend. I have friends that double check me to make sure it does work because I like to know if it does work, you know. And they told me it didn't work because he's too fucking negative. So I can't crank people up. I can't crank negative people up. I found out there's like a law or something. There's this. We're trying to get rid of all the negativity. That's what we're trying to do. And there's a limit to what we can do, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how I see things now. It's like seeing fairies. You know, I was watching a fairy mending a tree. It was like, it's funny that we destroy all the trees. You know, that's the houses of what they live in. Nature itself. We destroy nature itself. It's not. I don't believe it's not in our nature. I think we're just manipulated to believe it's in our nature to do that. You know, it's crazy how stupid humanity has become. How greedy it has become. The politics. I think politics is bullshit. I think religion is bullshit. You know. I think everything is bullshit. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what I think. Have a nice day.